Now, the Subway Final Word.
Payoff is drilled to right field.
A grand slam in the second inning was all the Toronto Blue Jays needed to avoid a sweep at the hands of the Pirates at PNC Park this afternoon. Welcome back to the Subway Final Word. Both pitching and hitting are ranked in the bottom half of the entire league for the Pirates, and we're going to stick with that. Which will come around first, Pirates hitting or Pirates pitching? Alan Robinson, what do you think?
I think the hitting is starting to come around. Pedro Alvarez is still below 200. Interesting stat I was looking up tonight. Pirates, the current everyday lineup has 75 RBIs for the season. Giancarlo Stanton of Miami Marlins has 36 by himself. That kind of shows you where the deficiency is right now. The pitching hasn't been as good as you thought it was going to be. I think the bullpen is starting to come around, and that was the strength of the team last year. I think this next month is real important because you're going to need to see Milwaukee come back to the pack a little bit. You need to see the Pirates move up a little bit. They were in danger of getting 10 games under by, a couple days ago, and that would have been a real tough gap to overcome this early in the season.
All right, Mark.
I think it's going to be the pitching coming around first. I mean, you can fix pitching. You can't fit hitting. I mean, let's face it, this team just can't hit right now. It comes down to them hitting a home run to score a run or they don't score. And the problem is they're not able to string together many hits. And when you don't do that, you don't score consistently in Major League Baseball. And that's the problem with them right now. I can see the pitching coming around. They have people in place to be able to play better, pitch better. The bullpen's coming around a little bit better. That's good. I don't know where you're finding this hitting yet. I mean, their top 5 hitters this year, 4 of the 5 are batting 240 or less. That tells you that it's just pathetic right now. And I think the pitching's coming around first. This hitting's irreparable.
All right, Bill, I think what will help Pirates hitting is a goal by Sidney Crosby. What do you think?
It couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt anybody in the city of Pittsburgh. Crosby gets a goal. It will not hurt anybody. It'll help everybody. It may even help the Steelers with their draft. You never know. The thing that we're talking about is the same thing we talked about last year at this time, except last year the pitching was pitching well enough to keep the Pirates in games. The hitting was not there early in the season last year. Same story this year. They came up with some clutch hits over the weekend that have 2 come from behind wins. So that's a good sign for the hitting. The pitching has to come around first, because if it doesn't, the Pirates are going to be in a lot of trouble. They have some banged up pitchers. They need to get them healthy and get them back, and they need to pitch closer to what they did last year if this team wants to be successful. If they don't, they're not going to go a long way. It all comes down to pitching. The hitting, it'll work out. The pitching has to be there for this team.
All right, thank you, Billy. Do you have any idea, by the way, how happy we are that didn't go to overtime tonight?
Oh, I'm very happy too.
Pirates start
Especially
a
when I'm
series.
driving to New York tomorrow.
Pirates start a series with the San Francisco Giants tomorrow night at PNC Park, while Bill will be up in New York. Pens will have their first back-to-back playoff game tomorrow. New York has played a lot of games, but they do go home for this one. Who is the bigger advantage in these back-to-back games, Pittsburgh or New York? Give us your thoughts at WPXI Final Word on Twitter. The debate is next.